人生像一场漫长的旅，亲情和爱情是沿途的雨，责任了我干涸贫瘠思绪，感谢那缘分让我们相聚。友情是寒夜里温暖的序，燃烧着香火把助我飞去，但终究烟花散离奇，别许还是要回到这孤独身躯。
嘉玲好，嘉玲。Hi,嘉玲. You want to try your camera and your mic?
Hi, Sister Eileen. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You might want to off the green screen.
So I was trying because earlier I tested in the afternoon it was fine, but I did not
Hold on now,
like
we can't hear you. 素怡，能把音乐先调低。
the green screen in it.
Because now we see the flower petals on your face.
Yeah. Okay.
So you might need to off under your camera setting. So if you go to video, if you go to your video settings,
Is it okay
then
now?
under the virtual, okay, I think that's better now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the virtual background.
Yeah. Just now the green screen
Yeah, now
was
it's okay.
okay. The
But we
sound
can't
is okay.
really hear you.
Okay, let me increase my volume.
Now I can't hear you too.
How about now?
Okay, now better. I think we need to up the volume, right? Yeah. Okay. So later when Jialing speak, we up the volume a bit. Yeah. Okay. All good, Jialing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh. 让你水草间温柔的曲，是暂时的安慰小曲。当生命走到了最终岛屿，要解释这灵魂剩下何惧？这辈子失去去更是一句，每一刻都要做深思熟虑，为了带走那尘世际遇，只为了让心智能够高举。所以我只以为波浪住的雨。
Okay, it's 7:30 right now, so let's start on time. All right, so everybody just make sure you are comfortably seated. So before we start our session for today, we're going to first sing 3 songs together. All these songs are written and composed by our Master Tetsun. They are embedded with high positive energy, so I do encourage you to sing along with us. And the first song that we're going to sing together is Always Move Forward.
peace in my heart helps me move forward. Life is no longer stranded. The world is grand. Life is in my hands. Love always helps me move forward. Always cultivate before time fades away. Time passes, blink of an eye. We cannot
A voice in my heart helps me move forward. Life is no longer stranded. The world is grand, life is in my hands. Love always helps me move forward, always cultivate before time fades away. Time passes in the blink of an eye. We cannot go back in time. Let's get together and stride forward, as love always helps me move forward. This makes my life shine. In the style of life, it's always bright. Indeed, we are so bright right now with this life, and we are definitely so touched. So let's sing the next song together. I am so touched.
In life, I've never felt this way. This time, I am amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched, words don't portray. Abundant love, my heart illuminates. Because of love, I am on my way to the life I have always dreamed to create. It is love, I'm amazed. In life, I've never felt this way. This time, I am amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched, words don't portray. Abundant love, my heart illuminates. Because of love, I am on my way to the life I have always dreamed to create. It is love, I'm amazed. I am so touched day by day by the world's miracles at play. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today. I am so touched day by day by the world's miracles at play. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today. Please come sing with me today.
In life, I've never felt this way. This time, I'm amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched, words don't portray. Abundant love, my heart illuminates. Because of love, I'm on my way to the life I've always dreamed to create. It is love, I'm amazed. Yes, indeed. We are all so loved, and we know we all have a very big mission, that is to have great unity on earth. So let's sing for the very first time the English version of Great Unity.
In the dawn of 1,000 years, softly turning, you and I left our traces in light. Every step that we walked together in the silence, painted deep in the breath of our lives. Every moment like strings gently played into being, touching all where our lifelines align. Every drop of the sweetness we carry within us, resting softly in echoes of time. All the memories glow quietly, leading hearts to eternity. We walk through the thorns of fate together, holding on through the winds of time. Every promise became a forever. Now our souls are no longer confined. We are more than alone in this life. We are home in each other's life. Through the paths of the past, we are searching for meaning, finding ways we can finally be one. Every thread of emotion unfolding within us weaves a web where all hearts belong. Let our hands and our hearts join together in union, breaking down every wall we have known. From the love and the sweetness we've carried within us, but a truth that will always be held. In the silence we feel understanding. In our hearts we are never apart. This devotion will never be ending. We are shaping a world from the heart. All the past turns to light in the darkness. Through the countless cares we are finding to the truth of our
In the dawn of 1,000 years, softly turning, you and I left our traces in light. Every step that we walked together in silence, painted deep in the breath of our lives, with every moment like strings gently played into being, touching all where our lifelines align. Every drop of the sweetness we carry within us, resting softly in echoes of time. Good evening, everybody. Right. First of all, my deepest gratitude to Master Ted Sun, deepest gratitude to the universe, and deepest gratitude to the Almighty Sun. And of course, my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you always here supporting us in our English learning session. My name is Eileen, and today my co-host is not in Singapore, so she's on leave today, but of course, her heart is still always within us. So I thought this song is, wow, it's a beautiful song. And I have to say, I think for all the English songs, this is one of the songs that I feel is easier for us to sing, though it's very high pitch, because I think Master really has so much wisdom that for this version, he actually fine-tuned the tune of the songs itself and the rhythm. So you don't find it difficult like ka to sing the English version. But before today, I happened to be in classroom much earlier because I was having a meeting at Excelsior Hotel. 5 o'clock, my boss said, okay lah, don't need to go back office already. Wow, so I'm so blessed. So I came in early to have a dinner. I came in to practice this song. Very tough. I still have to practice some more because it's really, I think I feel the emotion so much when I sing this song, and I hope this is the big mission that all of us are carrying. That's exactly why we're learning together in Super Life Secret Code System, because we all know we want this world to be a great unity. And by the way, the Spanish version is already out. So I have not listened to that yet. So for those who are interested, and if you have a friend in the other part of the world, do send it to them. All right, so first of all, please allow me to first introduce our Master Ted Sun. Master Ted Sun is a world-leading expert in energy management, a renowned speaker, a top-selling author, a humanitarian, and the Nobel Peace Prize nominee. He's also the founder of Richest Life, a personal and professional growth and wellness center, teaching people self-healing and life mastery. Master Ted Sun has trained high-tech executives, CEOs, government officials, doctors, and tens of thousands of people worldwide. In 2010, he wrote his first book, Super Life Secret Codes, a life manual that reveals the secret codes of managing energy to create a super extraordinary life. This book has become a global sensation and transformed people's lives all over the world. Since then, Master Sun has written over 70 books and given tens of thousands of lectures and consultations. His book, Say No to Depression, is a breakthrough in mental health and has been recognized and endorsed by Western and Chinese doctors to help people overcome chronic depression, anxiety, insomnia, and other mental health problems. Master Sun's energy management system teaches people to mobilize their innate natural ability to become a self-generator of positive energy so that they can recharge and take control of their lives. I'm very grateful to Master Ted Sun, who has founded the Richest Life organization. So in this community, we want to promote simplicity and purity. So please refrain from any soliciting, any business transaction, and any money laundering issue. And most of all, we want to give ourselves a chance to see how this system can help us smile a little bit brighter tomorrow, feel a little bit lighter in our heart tomorrow, and feel a little bit stronger. As we know, we are all in this world for a good reason. So each and one of us, every one of us, we are valuable to the society. Never underestimate ourselves. There's actually a lot of our inner ability sometimes we don't discover, right? Sometimes when our friend tell us something, we are a little bit shocked. Oh, do I have that value in me? Right? Because sometimes we may be too busy in this society that we see everything around us, but we don't look at ourselves. So that's exactly why in one of the 14 homework, why Master asked us to do a lot of self-reflection, looking at the mirror. Of course, that first we need to uncover ourselves. And very importantly, when we look at the mirror, is we want to reflect, all right? Did we learn to let go ourselves, our ego? All right. I think every one of us has some level of ego in us. Some people has very small ego. Some people have very high ego. And especially, I have to say, in this journey in Super Life Secret Code, I think one of the biggest challenge that we all still face is actually to let go our ego. Sometimes because maybe we are faced with a lot of challenges in the material world, we are facing a lot of obstacles, dealing with business partners or dealing with colleagues. Sometimes unknowingly, our ego starts to come out a little bit. So that's where we need to put in a lot of methods that Master has taught us, which is the easiest one is to practice more and more gratefulness. So when you start to be more grateful to something, be more grateful to somebody, you will learn to see yourself as a smaller person. All right, I think many of us have saw the big video about the eye, right? So have you remember we see this video, for those who attended the 分享会, there is one video about the eye. Do you also remember? Yeah, quite long time we never play. Yeah? Okay, maybe later if you have time, we try to play. So when we look at that video, we start to see actually we as a human being, we are really, 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 really so small. So sometimes Master jokingly say that 我们是哪一根葱, right? Because we are so small compared to the whole globe. But then being small out there, if we are so-called brave enough to step forward to give a helping hand to someone in need, maybe this small helping hand, this small good deed can actually help a lot of people. So it's always a cycle. It's always a domino effect. So we play dominoes before, right? You push one, but then we have to be aligned. So one of them, if it's out of the way, then the whole thing doesn't drop. So imagine for yourself, right? If you want a very smooth journey, you want to click and then everything drop, you must make sure you stay on track. So sometimes we get astray. So how to get ourselves back on track? That is coming back to our study group class, coming back to every Sunday, attend Master's 共修课. For those who cannot attend in the physical class, you can always subscribe and do it online. And then you can always listen back to it. So just now, Shirley also gave me a very good reminder to tell everybody, recently there's upgraded version of the website. So you start to find a lot of sub-menus. You cannot find where to 重听 your 共修课, right? So if you have any problem, do let us know. We'll be able to direct you. And also, in fact, I think just 2 days ago, we all know that on the website, you're able to purchase a short version for 6 months to listen how to do essential step 1, 2, 3 in a very, very detailed way. Okay, and those days, we only have it in Chinese version. The English version was just launched 2 days ago. So it's now on the website. You can actually purchase it. You can listen to the English version as well. So there's a episode 1 and episode 2. So 上下集, that video, that audio recording from Master is a very, very clear tutorial for us to really know how to do our essential step 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. So before we go into our reading session, of course, we want to first welcome always our reading angel. We're going to miss Mr. Siu next week. I heard Mr. Siu is going take leave also, right? Yeah, but no worries. I'm sure. Stay safe wherever you are and spread love to whichever corner you are in. And I heard you're going to Taiwan. Yeah, good, beautiful place. Okay, so let's first go into our very first book, which is a very, very important book of our life. We call it like a life manual. Okay, so we have our reading angels, Sun Mei and Ellen, to take us through. We'll first read the first book cover, then the back cover, and then we'll turn to page 60. All right, let's begin.
Super Life Secret Codes: The Key to Unlock Your Life by Master Texan. The book contains simple ideas with the power to resolve all your problems and revolutionize your understanding of life. Whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, or anyone with a different faith or spiritual practice, we all face daily challenges in our unique journey of life. Super Life Secret Codes is your compass. The secret codes in this book transcend the boundaries of religions and speak to you from the vast universe. They will end your struggles and bring forth an eternal spiritual life full of happiness and wisdom. This book will illuminate your future like the bright sun and brings rich abundance into your life. Your soul will echo with the vibration of the cosmos. These secrets from nature will guide you to be empowered from the infinite cosmic energy and transform the blueprint of your life, embracing the happiness generated by the Super Life Secret Codes.
Okay, we're going to turn to page 60. 第60页, page 60. Okay. All right, everybody is ready? Uncle take 60第60页对，在上面的第一句开始。Okay, let's begin.
If we can all embrace love and gratitude, the two secret codes described in the previous chapter, and distance ourselves from those seemingly positive yet harmful things that I will describe in this chapter, then we can eliminate half of the worries in life. Life is actually this simple. Nevertheless, everyone views life and its meanings differently. Therefore, false impressions may distract one daily life and often lead people to miss out on what could have been their rewards in life. We may have been naive in the past, but now that we know how to use these life-changing concepts, we should embrace the future and do not linger in the cycle of unhappiness. Instead, we should take the initiative and start moving towards a better future. Each one of us has the same amount of time each day, but the difference in the outcome of our life depends on the wisdom of when to embrace and when to let go of things. People often say, peacefulness is a blessing. If we can be peaceful and eliminate unnecessary worries and troubles, success will automatically come to us. The outcome of every situation is either positive or negative. If you desire a negative outcome, then do not expect a positive one. If you do not desire a negative outcome, then you must have the right attitude and logical judgment to help understand the cause and effect of everything in your life and to filter out those negative factors that can cause harm to your life. This way, every second of your life will be full of positivity. What exactly do we need to stay away from? Simply put, we must have the wisdom to quickly stay away from people, events, or things that are unnatural or have negative energy. This thing will not bring us any good, and even if you enjoy them now, they will bring negative energy, and depending on how much negative energy you absorb will determine how much harm you will have in the future. Thank you.
Let me use a simple everyday example. We all admire lyrics from songs, so let us look at positive and negative energy found in musical lyrics. If the lyrics of a song are encouraging, inspiring, and hopeful about a bright future, or if they describe beautiful and comfortable scenery, then these lyrics will bring us positive energy. If the lyrics are describing heartaches, sorrow, unspeakable pain, or anything that denies the positive values of our lives, then these lyrics will create an endless amount of negative energy. Therefore, even trivial acts such as listening to music can be either poison or an elixir. We must be careful with our observational filter and correct what we should and should not do quickly. Many great poets from the past have written great poems about sadness and sorrows, but historical records indicate that most of them lead a life of unhappiness. We can clearly see that those writers and singers who wrote these maturely works have mostly lived a regrettable life. Most people have regrets, and when they sing depressing song, they only become more depressed. Why? Because negative energy is like poison, and when the singers immerse themselves into these sad lyrics and moods, they absorb the negative energy, and this negative data is stored into their memory permanently. If they sing this sad song repeatedly every day due to work, the negative energy will accumulate day after day. In some cases, this negative energy will be reflected into their daily life and affect their luck immediately. In other cases, the cumulative negative energy will gradually cause inadequacies and regrets in the long run. We know that when listening to music, we put all our emotions into sensing the beauty or sorrow of the music and song. In the process of appreciating melancholic music, your body is at the most comfortable state when your mind vibrates at the same frequency as the music. You may perceive this connection with the music as beautiful, but it is toxic and it is poison the deep part of your soul. If a person's life is predestined to be weak and the negative energy is greater than the positive energy in their body, they will encounter even more bad luck in the future. Even if a person's life is predestined to be bright with lots of positive energy, then the negative energy accumulated from exposure to negative songs eventually would overcome his positive energy. When you fall into this state of negativity, and accumulation of negative energy multiplies exponentially and very quickly, the negative energy will gradually draw the positive things away from your life. This is also why many singers resort to medical or drugs to increase their physical performance and to balance their emotions. In the past, there are few opportunities to study the positive and negative energy. We have not spent time researching and frightening effects of negative energy. Thus, many people have been victimized without knowing it. It is like honey-coated poison. When you are enjoying the sweetness of the outer layer of the poison, inside is also penetrating the deep part of your soul. When your life encounters turbulence with worries and stress, your energy and vibration is low. So if you resort to those depressing songs to immerse yourself in the sadness, you will feel even more depressed and hopeless, and it results in the vicious cycle. That is why most people have difficulty controlling and adjusting their emotions. If they know that they should avoid such negative things, but when the time comes and the feeling is there, they uncontrollably seek that depressed feeling, and this is the path to harm and misfortune. Whether you are the original singer of this song, a karaoke singer, a listener, or a bystander listening to this depressed song, your body will absorb this negative energy. This negative energy will cause a change in your life, from small changes that may affect you temporarily in your life to big changes that may affect the course of your entire life, which could take away the happiness or fortune that you are supposed to receive. As I mentioned earlier, this is why so many singers tend to have so many family and marital problems. But as long as negative energy remains, eventually it will have an effect on their lives. This is only a matter of time, and the rate of manifestation depends on how strong this negative energy is. The complicated interactions and changes of the cumulative negative energy from the past will all come into play and will be the final report card of assessing your life. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sir-Mei and Ellen. Wow. Sounds very simple, but is there something that we think we can control, especially after now in Supervised Secret Code? Who still listen to sad song? Everybody is laughing because we find that it's so funny. I want to listen to sad song, right? Like you see just now when we listen to all the three beautiful songs, always move forward. When you sing that song, you feel that, wow, chong ah, because you know you want to move forward. Then when we sing I'm So Touched, then we reminded ourselves the day we gotten Supervised Secret Code, this book, from a dear friend, from a stranger, for someone in the MRT. All right, a lot of people join this system because they got it from a flyer. They don't even know that person. And from the flyer, they see they don't even know the person who gave them the flyer. They only see the name, contact this person, Mr. Ho. Then they just call Mr. Ho, or they just walk into the classroom. And when we hear this song, Great Unity, especially when I was singing this song, memories flashback of our event, right, in March 26. And it was like to a surprise, you know. So we were all happily enjoying the 3 hours of concert. And then when Master came on screen, I look at my clock. Hey, 4:50, 还没有5点呢，提早完啊。How come we end earlier today? Still got 10 minutes. Then Master surprised us, right? He said something, he gave his speech, and then the next thing he says that he has so many things that he wants to tell us, but sometimes he don't know how to put it to words anymore. And that's why he composed this song, 大同. So everybody was so surprised, and I still remember Pauline running to me. Last song. Then I say, I think so. Because I also don't know the program, right? And then that's where I see everybody was so excited. I think we were like all speechless because we were like trying to listen to the song. Then we were trying to all to see all the beautiful angels were standing in the center, Fei Fei and the group of the volunteers, right? And they surprised us with a lot of, this, I don't know what you called it, the not ribbon, what they call it, I don't know, Fei Fei and Ziyin, they all throw something, right? 对吗？他们不是丢了那个彩带啊，彩带 like rainbow flag coming down to us like that. And that moment, I just feel that not enough. And I still remember Mr. Ho and Xing Hui Jie next to me. We keep asking each other, 什么歌名？什么歌名？ Because we all still don't know what is the 歌名. I still tell Mr. Ho, I think it's 很多话跟你说，导师说很多话跟你说。Then after that, I still remember the last part, the lyrics came out in a very big fonts on screen. So we were all guessing, this title, that title, wow. Then end up, the Da Tong came out with Master Signature. Then we was like, wow. I just feel it was really a very wow moment that I think for my personal experience, though every concert is always so good, and this time round, this concert, though it's online, but I really feel the wow moment. And I can't wait to go to Penang for July 25th. Can you imagine hearing this song live at Spice Arena? I think it's going to be really, really, really a very strong boost for us. But of course, when we resonated together with a very strong energy from Master Song, what we need to is not just feel the excitement, right? We need to take action, right? So every time Master always tell us, we may be here in the classroom. Every time he asks us something, we put our hand. 有没有做？有。好不好？好。But maybe the minute we walk out, we already turn around, we become a bad person, right? We start to be rude to somebody. We start to snatch seats with somebody at the table or whatever thing. So unknowingly, sometimes our little habits sometimes still will come up. Okay, but we need to take a moment every time to keep reminding ourselves. It's very easy to assess, right? Especially if you do something, you find the person next to you or the face very agitated already. Then sometimes we got to think. First, before we think, you got problem. Then we look at ourselves first. Oh, did I just do something unknowingly? Right? So then we reflect. So that's where every moment we need to reflect. So that's why Master keep encouraging us to write our journal. So I'm very happy to see now in our group chat, okay, time to time, more people are writing a journal, your gratefulness. Wow, from 3 to 9, I see so many, So I get very excited every time, sometime after Thursday night, I will see Shirley and Mr. Siu writing their great too. So I feel happy, right? Because I feel that at least probably that moment on that evening, Rebecca and I, we are fulfilling our job as a host to facilitate. So that is a sense of booster. So that's exactly why am I so motivated to always hold this mic whenever I can, because I feel that this is a talent that I think the universe has given it to me, right? So I want to use this, I want to leverage on my own strength so that I can help more people with just my voice, my sharing. But that means that it's a good chance for me to keep learning more. I still remember when I first joined, I think the second time, I can't remember, was it the first time or the second time in 星空夜语, where I've got the chance to talk to Master. And he asked me something, 你应该也是很容易被红尘牵走. Yeah, so you know what it means, right? It means that I'm very easily drifted. Wow, people pull me and or I get distracted, then I go. Then I was like, how come Master said that? Then I reflected. Then that's where I devoted myself even more, that I want to really be a truthful volunteer in this community. Because with a role holding you, right? I will know that I have a task that I must live up to. So by doing that, I will not get detached from the community. So if you find that sometimes you do get astray, why not step up to be a volunteer with us? Volunteer can start with a lot of things. If you have time, you can go and give books with us, but giving books doesn't mean you're already a volunteer. Okay, the best part of volunteering is actually to do ushering or to do registration in the classroom. All right, so you can choose your time, whether you want to do it on a Sunday class or you want to do it even on a Thursday class. You want to do, Amanda maybe can tell me, Eileen, I want to start to do registration so that I can interact with more people, because I'm always very shy. I dare not talk to them. So maybe by doing that, okay, and you will find that with that gives you also, it systematically help you to have a management of your time. Then you get like very, very structured. So that is how I got myself not easily detached from the system because through volunteering. All right. So for those of you who wants to step up to actually do some volunteering job, you can actually let us know. Okay. There's actually a lot of area we can volunteer. All right. Even housekeeping. All right. We're also grateful. Mr. Ho is always the last one to leave because what he do, he vacuum the floor for us. Right. He's the one who upkeep the classroom. So we're also grateful. So all these are really act of his own genuity because he wants to provide a nice ambience, a comfortable place for us to be here to learn. So you can lend a helping hand in many, many ways. Okay. So if you do have this wish in you that you want to step up to do something, do let us know. Okay, we are more than happy to help you and guide you through into this voluntary service. Okay, and of course, I think over here, one very important sentence we read on page 60. It says each one of us has the same amount of time each day, but the difference in the outcome of our lives depends on the wisdom of where to embrace and when to let go of things. So I think this sentence is really worth to ponder upon. All of us have 24 hours, right? Same number of minutes, same number of seconds on earth. But at where do we actually embrace and when do we learn to let go of things? So this is something that I always feel very challenging for me because before Super Life Seeker Code, I'm someone who is very, very ego, too proud of myself. So sometimes I cannot let go of things. 错了也不讲，也不能说是我错。You know, so and end of the day, 没有去啦。Now I think back, what for? I make my family suffer. I make myself suffer. Then I go and listen to sad song. So that's exactly why, right? When we don't want to let go, think angry. Last time Shirley, maybe we're angry, Mr. Siu, because he don't want to mop the floor for you. Then you angry, you neck. Then you go and listen to sad song because you find that only the singer can resonate with you. Know that wow, you are so sad because nobody helped you. Okay, but now every time, sometimes we come across because at times my family still watch TV, right? So sometimes when they listen to pop song, I find that 真的有点听不下去了 because the lyrics is so negative. Everything is negative. Then 每次讲别人的错，他自己没有错的。So many times. So and this chapter is really to tell us it's really our choice, right? So we always decide who we want to be that day. We always decide what is our mood that day. From a 1 to 10, you decide. You want to stay at level 1 or you want to stay at level 10 kind of excitement. So you decide. So all this is within our control. So last time when we are sad, we will stay one corner, listen to sad song. So now sometimes we face problem, what we do, we listen to more of master song. Or browse around your bookshelf. If you have all his book, take out any one, flip to any page. Normally we will find the answer there. I don't know how to explain that feeling, but I'm sure a lot of us have experienced that. So if you have not tried that, try that out. Maybe something that is holding you back today that you can't find a solution, you just flip over one of Master's book, you just take out, you see something. Or maybe you listen to one of the song, you hear something. Like recently, almost every other day, all the new songs are coming out. 来不及听啊. Right, 来不及听. So 鱼, the fish, is also so beautiful, right? It's so beautiful. It's very simple, but it does tell us that sometimes people around us, when it's time to go, they go. So we need to learn how to let go, right? We cannot be so attached to some kind of resentment, some kind of emotions, because some of the things we just can't carry forward with us to our next life. We all know. So that's exactly why it's so important to learn Super Life Seeker Code, because only our soul life will be eternal. It carry on. So exactly right now, so we are waiting for 三世因果知多少 for the 3 booklet to be here. For those who comes on the Wednesday afternoon class, they're already starting to read the 3 books. Okay, 上集、中集、下集. And I hope very soon in time to come, we will also be having the English translation, because I know there are some volunteers are already in the mood of in the pace of doing all this translation for us. So the 3 books, if you happen to get any of the book, it doesn't matter whether you get 上集、中集、下集. Okay, it's still as beneficial as you can if you can read it. But for those who wants to start reading the book, if you are not working, you have a flexible time, you can join us on every Wednesday. Uncle Sam and Jennifer is already starting to read that book. Okay, all right. So at this point of time, we'd like to invite our sharer all the way from Malaysia. All right, Jialing, if you are ready, we'd like to see your beautiful face. And all right. Okay, over to you, Jialing.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
So foremost is gratitude to Master Sun, gratitude to the universe, heaven and earth, and gratitude to the mighty Sun. So good evening to our lovely host Eileen, and also all the SLSC members in the Singapore classroom this evening. So my name is Chia Ling. I'm from Malacca, currently residing in Klang Valley. I'm happy to join this session to resonate and learn together with all the members here. So I would also like to express my gratitude to Rebecca for the invitation to do my sharing in this SLSC session. Okay, so first let me start with my sharing on how I get to know SLSC. So actually 3 years ago in 2023, I came across the small booklet, The Fountain of Healing, in our local neighborhood library. So somehow this book, even though it's just small in size, it attracted my attention. So my first thought was, I think it must be a very easy read for me because it's just a small booklet. So I borrowed the book and took it and bring home and I read it. So I managed to read it within a few days. Then after that, I returned it to the library. Then along the way, actually, the few days after that, I felt that the contents of the book actually attracted me because of the simplicity of the concepts that is being mentioned in the book. And also it in sync with what I believe. So at first I didn't do any steps. Then after another few weeks, then because of the curiosity that I remember, the Fountain of Healing, it kept on mentioning about the Super Life Secret Codes book. So something keep on coming to my mind. What is this book about? So is it so special that we can learn something from it? So then the following month, I actually took out the courage. I contacted Sister Lillian because her contact was in the Fountain of Healing book. So I actually note down the contact. So I give her a call. So gratitude to Sister Lillian that she sent me the Super Life Secret Codes book. So I also started reading that book and I actually found that that book is very interesting because it has all the concepts and then it comes with the visualization. So when Sister Lillian asked me whether, did you found how many visualizations that you found in the book? So I actually put the post-it onto my book. So I said, I found, I think 7. Then she said, good, then you should continue, finish reading up the book, then start to practice the visualization. So that's where I started my journey with SLSC. Then along the way, I didn't go to attend any physical classroom like the one currently. I actually only like try to look for more information about SLC on the internet. Then actually there are a lot of information. There are forums, then there are also in the Facebook, then the YouTube. I found Master's YouTube recordings and also the the recordings. So I actually learned a lot from there over the 1-2 years, even from the beginning until now, I still listen to it. So like just now, I didn't mention, I no longer listen to songs, those normal songs in the mundane world. Actually, I play Master's YouTube, either the songs or the recordings when I drive. So it has been quite a long time since I last turned on the radio, listening to the radio on my car. So sometimes when my daughter get into my car, I say, you can just put whatever channel, because I'm not sure what is the channel that I have preset on the car actually. Okay, so that's where I started my learning. Then first, next is to share the first workshop that I attended of Master. That was in Christmas 2023. It means at the end of the first year when I learned about SLSC, I attended Master's 拥有爱心福吉祥人间线 at University Malaya. So this was also attracted because I graduated from UM. So my thoughts was, wow, this course can be conducted in UM. So it must be something that it's not a scam or something bluff. It must be a legal and legit one. So I tell myself that, I want to try out the physical class, see what is it about. Okay, so that was the first workshop that I attended, and also something unbelievable happened on that day. Okay, so what happened was the day before Master's workshop, right? So Master workshop was on a Sunday. So on the Saturday evening, actually, I called my mom as normal over a weekend call. Then she was actually very weak. Then she told me that she was actually sick she doesn't have energy to talk to me. Then I was like, oh, okay. Then I asked her, hey, how about my brother? Because she stayed with my brother in our hometown. I say, did you tell my elder brother about this? Then maybe they can go to the clinic to have a chat. Then she said, oh no, your brother and sister-in-law also not feeling well. They are also in the room resting. Then I was like, okay, okay. Then I said, okay, then I don't disturb you. Then you just take a rest. Then tomorrow morning, then we see how it goes. So then we hang up. So actually, my other sister was also in our hometown, but she was away outstation. So there's no one else that I can ask to come to go to check up on my mom. But then the next day I need to attend a master's workshop. Then knowing my mom is always she's a strong lady. So sometimes she just need to take some rest, then she will recover, then she'll find her way, this and that. Okay, so the next day I went to master's workshop in MU. So I went there alone. Then I remember that on that day, master conducted one visualization in the morning before lunchtime. Okay, so during the visualization, I think somehow in my mind, I actually asked for help to take care of my mom. Because I can't go back to hometown, I'm not sure who to, maybe I need to trouble my relative instead of my siblings already. Then after the visualization, then it was lunchtime. Then we're supposed to resume our class at 2 p.m. So I remember I went for lunch, then I came back, then before 1:45. Then very unexpected is my mom called me just before master's class resumed at 2. Then she was her chatty self again. She told me, hey, I'm fine already. Just now, suddenly this morning, right? Just now, I think I feel better. Then she actually went out for her lunch. Then she actually has the energy to walk out to the nearby coffee shop to have a lunch. Then very funny is she tell me, oh, there's a stranger that give her a treat for her lunch. And then the stranger didn't say who is he. My mom say, but he looks like someone that maybe knew me. Because I still have friends in Malacca, but I'm not sure who is that person. But my mom said she felt that that person must be someone that who knows me. So I was actually caught with surprise by this sudden turn that, hey, my mom is suddenly back to her energetic, to herself again, no longer the one that I talked to the previous night where she was so weak. So at that time, I feel very happy and very, it was a surprise. And I think it links my mind to think that, could this be related to something that I wished for during the visualization before lunch? Okay, so to me, it could be coincidence or not, I'm not sure. But I felt that that was the first encounter with miracles that SLSC system has given to me. Okay. Okay, then since then, I have been attending master's main events. Okay, including this coming July event. So actually, we need to travel because I stay in Klang Valley. So at first, I also have the doubts of whether I can allocate time to travel to Penang for it or not. But then for the past 2 years, right, I have really seen many good things. Okay, so I told myself, yes. So with some, sorry, yeah.
You're doing great, Charlene. Yes, we're all with you. Yes,
Yeah.
we're also happy for you.
Because of that encounter, right, I really experienced a miracle.
The blessing from the universe, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So this is really a very good example of what we call power and data. So that's exactly why in Superlife Secret Code, Master always tell us everything is about power and data. So when we are sending the right signal to the universe, you can imagine how powerful, you know, and that's where, because she's in this workshop in the December event, and when you go to a workshop, actually all of us are there because we need some healing at some point of our time. Okay, so I think it's really the love from the universe, and it all started with herself because she needs to make the decision that she still wants to go. All right, so she took a very big step, okay, thinking that her mom will be in good hands. So she went for self help. She has the people's help. Paper Hub is her friend, right? Her friend that the mother bumped into and then buy the mother lunch. And then she has a universe help because that means that at the end, in the afternoon session, Charlie will be able to stay very focused to attend masterclass because she know she need not worry for the mother at least until the class is ended. Right, Charlie? All right, as soon as you're ready, right?
Yeah. So after that, so it was a good session that I have. So the same.
Okay, we're
So
back
I
to
don't
talking about your
miss.
Penang event. Yeah.
Yes. So I actually like make a commitment to myself. If I can allocate my time and schedule, then I will attend master's workshop. So dilly-dally for some time. So end of, I think in March, in is April, right? Yeah. So in early April, so I actually make some planning. So with the extra planning and say yes that I will attend. So it's planned for, so I'm attending. I already booked my flight and my hotel. So I'll be in Penang in July for the July event.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. So I look forward to learn more from Master physically when he's here in Malaysia.
Mhm.
Okay, next present that I have received in SLSC that I would like to share is about my sons. Okay, my eldest son is in Ireland and my second son is actually in Taiwan doing their undergraduate studies. So in 2024, I still remember that was like 2 years ago. After I purchased Master's 拥有爱黄金人生巧安排 tickets, I felt that each time if I start to be more observant of what happened, so I actually jot down in my journal. So I actually found that sometimes after I buy master tickets, even before attending the physical or even before attending the class, there are presents that comes into my life. Okay, so for the 2024 ones was quite interesting because after that, even before the class, my eldest son actually received an offer letter because he requested for a uni transfer to another bigger city. He found the current university that he's attending is in a smaller town. So he hoped that he can go to a bigger city and then more experience. So we actually just get an education advisor to help him to do the application. So after I purchased master's ticket, right, I received the news from him that he has got the offer letter from that university and he can go actually direct into his third year without repeating his year 2, and that comes along with a scholarship. Okay, before this uni offer, he actually got the offer from another university, a smaller uni, but that university requires him to repeat his year 2. Okay, so it's also very grateful to the education advisor for his advice because he told us that maybe we should not accept the first one because he needs to repeat his year 2. He'll be wasting another year of his uni life. So he said, let's wait for the next one. But at that time, we do not think it's a high chance because the second one that came, actually the uni is actually higher ranking than the first one. So it was indeed a blessing from the universe that he was accepted. And we were really happy and grateful for this arrangement. Okay, so at the same time, my youngest son, he's supposed to go to Taiwan for his uni life also. So around the same few days or within a week, my second boy also received a notification, the letter that he got the Taiwan government scholarship for his education. So it was like a double gift for us in a way, you know. Then along the way, so then that time my son was actually back, my elder one was back to Malaysia. So I remember that time I actually, when he went back to Ireland, I actually passed him our SLSC books, the Chinese version, because both of them are Chinese educated. So I actually passed both of them the SLSC, the 超级生命密码 Chinese version for them to bring back when they go for their studies. So my eldest son, he's more quiet. He listened, and it seems that he finished reading the whole book. Okay, after he went back there, he said, "Hey, mommy, I'm reading." Then after some time, he told me, "Oh, I finished reading already." So what I can observe was, I think master's book really have the positive energy because my son got offered, so he changed to the new university, right? So he need to change all the environment. he need to relocate everything. So he actually informed his boss, because he was working part-time over the weekends there. So he informed his boss that, hey, I need to move on to another city, so he need to quit from his job. So after when he concluded, the accountant concluded all his pay, everything, he actually got an extra like few €100 in salary, unexpected. So he was actually shocked. So he actually checked with the accountant. The accountant told him, oh, it's right, that is rightfully yours. If you don't want, you can give it to me. So he was like, Mommy, I got extra money. So he was so happy. So we were also happy for him lah. So he got extra money, then he can help him. He can have more pocket money for him to spend lah. Okay, then also after he relocated to the other city, we were also worried. Actually, as parents, right, I feel that it's normal for us to be worried about our children more than worry about ourselves. So we were worried whether he can find his new hostel, whether he can get used to the environment, then how about transport, this and that. So we're actually very blessed that he managed to find a very good hostel, which actually comes with the ensuite bathroom. And then it has the gym facilities and everything. And the rental that he paid is almost similar to the one that he paid in the smaller city. So we told him, you are very blessed and please be grateful for what comes to you, you know. So I think reading the book really gave him a lot of positive energy, because in his third year, he need to go for his placement. So within his first semester, he actually got a placement offer from a US medical technology company in the city. Then his classmate also goes to the same company. Then the classmate drive a car, so he doesn't need to take bus and spend 1 hour to and fro. So all these are small little things that happens in his life. So I'm actually very, very grateful for the SLSC teachings that even though he's far away over in Ireland, even my second one in Taiwan, actually, just like what Master always taught us, right, is worries are negative energy. Instead, we should give our children blessings. So through my visualization, and Master keep on input this information, good inputs, good data, right? So I also slowly do that, and I reduce my worries about them because they're far away from me. So I really practice giving them blessings and include them in my visualization wherever I can. So that was the present that I on my children. Then my daughter is with me, so my daughter also started reading SLSC book, but they don't practice so much. But I think through our cultivation, right, we are actually the role model. So I can see that, my daughter is with me, so I can actually nurture her better than how I nurture my son.
Yes.
Okay, so this really helps. Then so my most recent encounter, I think for the recent 314 concert and 315 workshop. So what I did was beginning this year, January, my son came back from Taiwan. So he actually helped me to buy a few books of master's books, because it was cheaper to buy in Taiwan than buying in Malaysia. So actually for the same amount of money that I spent, I actually get few books more. Okay, so I diligently was reading these books. So what I realized was, when I attended master's workshop, the 315 workshop, right, my mind was very clear. I can focus. I did not fall asleep. I did not sway away, go somewhere, fly away somewhere, compared to the previous 2+ to 3 years of master's events that I attend, right? Sometimes during the visualization, I will drift away, fall asleep. Then when I wake up, I'm not sure where am I. Then I'm lost already. Okay, but this one, I think gratitude to readings master's book, it helps me to connect all the dots, because every week when we attend master's Gong Xiu, he gives us a lot of information, but to me, they are just patches here and there. So as I read the book, then I start to find out, oh, master's certain terms, it means this. An example is master always says that we need to be zhen, need to be true.
Yeah, need to be truthful, correct.
Need to be truthful, need to be zhen. So I always wonder, what is the meaning of zhen? I thought always I have been zhen to people. I'm sincere with how I treat people. to me, 真 is being sincere. Then in one of the, I think in the 导师太阳星语, I actually read a very simple one page, very simple one sentence. It says 真 is 心口如意. It means your heart and what you say, your mouth, they're actually in sync.
Yes.
So this is something that I didn't know before this. I only know Master always tell us need to be 真, but I don't know what is 真. So I really found out that actually reading is really help us to connect all these dots, and then we can actually build our belief, and then our conviction will get stronger. Yeah, that's what I discovered. That's what I learned in this these 2-3 months. Okay. So am I over my time?
Yeah, probably another 1 more minute. You can wrap it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So the final one will be, I think the most precious gift of SLSC teachings is actually my personal development. Like Eileen mentioned, letting go of ego. I think my ego was very high also because of my previous stuff. So last time when I talk, I also talk with, I'm in IT field, so I actually don't talk verbally, I actually issue email. Okay, so in email, there's no emotion, it's just really text that you send out. You can't feel what is your emotion. Okay, so after learning SLSC, I found myself to be calm, and all the master teaching actually gave me the clarity of what I want to achieve in life. So all these things, and then was this way, it really helps to make me wiser, and I start to do more practical decisions. Last time, maybe certain decision is 太完美主义了, but it might not be practical. Yeah, so in SLC teaching is I tone down myself. Then I also keep on telling myself, learning SLSC doesn't mean that our life will be problem free. It's just that with SLSC systems, when any problems or challenges come, right, we are more confident that we can resolve it using the tools that Master has taught us. So this helped me to strive forward in my life with more confidence. Okay, so I think to me very important is my family situation. So I think if we build a strong foundation in our family, then overall everything, our surrounding, our other aspects of life, could it be our career, our lifestyle, anything, it will actually improve. So then, and also with Master always encourages us to share SLSC with others. I think that is also to do our duty to contribute to our great unity world. Okay, so utmost gratitude to Master for sharing SLSC system with me and being the light to guide us towards a happy and loving life. So 平平淡淡才是真. So I really like this phrase from Master because I really enjoy the simple life. Okay, so thank you all for listening. Wishing all abundant blessing and happy life moving forward. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Charlene. Wow, that was a beautiful sharing from her. And from her humble sharing, I can feel she has received actually a lot of gift from the universe. All right. So improving in relationship, her own personal development, even her children is also impacted because of her decision, right? So just now she was talking about she started off by getting this book from the library. Right, she got the book A Fountain of Healing, right? So she says that 图书馆, 对吗? So I somehow flipped to this page that I wanted to share this passage, and I realized it's so connected to what she shared just now. So it says here, the energy will follow your decision. During the process of healing, we feel pain to a certain extent. When seeking medical treatment, we might get injections or be prescribed some medication that we still feel some pain during the process. If healing is necessary in life, then we should not be afraid of the pain, and we should be prepared to experience a certain degree of pain in order to transform. If you are willing to face reality and seriously take life into your own hands, this deeper understanding of healing will be very significant and meaningful for your future. So this one sentence I want to read one more time. If you are willing to face reality, right? First, you must be willing to face reality. You don't want to hide from reality. When we hide away from reality, sometimes it's maybe due to some fear. Maybe fear of failure, right? Fear of admitting the problem that we are facing. fear of facing the situation. There's a lot of reasons that's actually stopping us to face reality. And he says, seriously take life into your own hands. So that's exactly why Master started this Super Life Secret Code system, because he wants to give us to actually mobilize our innate natural ability so that we can take control of our life. So we need to seriously take life into our own hands. And this deeper understanding of healing will be very significant and meaningful for your future. So you see, healing doesn't mean just heal our sickness, right? Sometimes you hear a lot of stories, 头痛、脚痛、身体痛，哪里都痛. Whatever doctor they have already seen. TCM, they also see. English doctor, they also see. They fly here, fly there, see every doctor. And all doctors, even big surgeons, tell them, 你没有毛病嘞. So sometimes it's because of what? Now we realize a lot of things is due to our cause and effect, due to our 因果. Okay, so why understanding of 因果 is so important? Because we need to understand everything, there's always a reason why things happen. So good input, we have good output. Bad input, you have bad output. So Master always say, right, you put, then you come out also put lor, because everything is garbage already, ma, right? So that's why he always teach us, right? 有果推因, right? So that's exactly how we do our reflection. When things happen, we need to reflect back. What did we do that caused that thing to happen? So that's where we can actually overcome and don't so-called realize where is our mistake so that we can do things better. So like even Jia Ling, right? People in the IT, she says she don't speak, she write. So those days, I also have to agree when we write without emotions. But nowadays, I also write with emotions, right? Because I can write a lot, because in the commercial world, as a PA for so many years, we have to write beautiful letters, we have to write nasty letters, we have to write a lot of letters. Of course, nowadays with AI, you can ask AI to help you to improve, but we still need to draft. Okay, and I realized that my choice of words, even if I have to write a nasty letter to some counterparts, but my choice of words became, when I read through, I find that it became more encouraging. So I feel that because sometimes we put ourselves in the shoe of the other person, receiving this bombastic email, your day already so bad, you know. Your boss just given you a load of things, your colleague just complained to you, and then when you want to receive an email, everything is from head to ending is all negative. So it will actually make that person's day, I think, more suffering. So even though the incident that we want to bring across could be something that we want the other party to realize how it has impacted us, but I think there is still better choice of words that we can use, especially nowadays where we are learning in this system. When we uplift our wisdom, we learn to have a better art of speaking, a better art of communicating. So choices of words can actually turn around a lot of situation, right? So, I mean, those days we realized that, wow, you must be very, very strong, then you win. But nowadays I realize actually not true. 有时候还是要懂得用一点点软的。Okay, but of course, all this you have to see 对方是谁啦. So that's why we say we need to have wisdom. All right, so congratulations, Jia Ling. We're so happy and we hope we can see her in Penang, in Spice Arena. Out of the 10,000 people, we will try to spot her. Yes. Okay, so let's go into our second book that is called Winning the Trophy. I'm sure everybody in our life, we want to win the trophy in every aspect of what we are doing. So we're going to have Adeline and Mr. Siu. We're going to first read the first cover page, and then we're going to turn into page 1, and then we're going to read the special words to all the readers. Then before we go into chapter 11 today. All right, over to Mr. Siu and Adeline.
Okay. Winning the trophy. Master Texan present the gift of love to aspiring youth around the world by Master Texan. A world-renowned speaker, a top-selling author, and a Nobel Prize nominee. Facing this realistic and harsh mundane world, as long as you have made all the necessary preparations, you don't have to panic or feel shame, because you know how to take control of your life. The most glamorous and shining star that is winning the trophy will be you, by Master Texan. Special words to all the readers. Regardless of your age, culture, language, or background, this book will take you on an inspiring journey towards success and achievement in life. As long as you have an open mind and are willing to embrace experimentations, the methods and the principle it presents can significantly benefit you. Okay, today we go to chapter 11. Okay, chapter 11. Connect with what you need in life and apply what you learn to make a difference. Not just Google, but also many well-known multinational corporations have founders who were driven by a strong passion for something and had unique insight during their schooling years. They explore new inventions or discoveries in line with the society practical demands, creating unwavering values and became influential figures with enduring global recognitions. This illustrates that the efforts you invest today can to engage with society practically in the future, leading to the creation of value unique to you. By interacting with people, getting closer to society, and working towards a prosperous future, you can consistently maintain your effort, bearing fruitful results. For example, if you study natural science at school and understand the intricacies of atmospheric processes, applying this knowledge in your daily life allows you to predict things like the possibilities of rain when you notice a particularly red sky. Actively using valuable knowledge in your daily life makes it more comfortable and convenient. When you enter the workforce, your past learning can transform into work that benefits the company, colleagues, and friends, or optimize the company's systems and operations, making your value visible. In this society, some jobs can be easily replaced, but those who have established a professional value are hard to replace. That is why we often hear that certain leading companies offer excellent salaries to specific positions and generous employee packages. It's because that individuals can create something of extraordinary value. As long as what you have learned before, we can truly enhance your value, people will undoubtedly value you more. Therefore, learning and absorbing various knowledge from a young age are the key to success. Chapter 12. Improve social skills to manage the good and bad fortunes. The 21st century is an era of rapid technological progression. With information constantly changing, computer, smartphones, and other future electronic devices yet to be invented have become the essential tools for everyone. Our communication with friends, family, and parents often relies on smartphone as our connecting tool. However, excessive dependence on electronic devices has led people to forget the importance of face-to-face communication in our world. This gradually changed human emotional expression to be stiffer and less natural, with less mutual emotional connections. While this may not be surprising to many, it's crucial to understand the significance of communication skills. This is a great moment of opportunity for students to acquire this skill now. If you have realized this, you can outshine others tenfold or even hundredfold after graduation. While academic achievements are undoubtedly important, is one success solely determined by exceptional professional skills? According to statistics, a successful person in society must have great interpersonal and communication skill. In other words, even as we become engrossed in high-tech electronic gadgets, it's vital not to overlook the emotional connection that should remain in an essential part of human interaction. Your attitude towards others will profoundly affect your future advancement and achievement, as well as shape your future outcomes. Neglecting interpersonal interaction, lacking in present communication, and dismissing the traditional means of human connection in society would be a great pity. So don't let this essential skill slip by and be forgotten due to modern undesirable trends. With this skill, you will stand a high chance to emerge victorious when competing with others in the future.
Chapter 13, the importance of interpersonal skills overweights professional expertise. As you progress through university, graduate school, or pursue a doctorate, once you are in society, the impact of your professional competence on your success actually only account for a small portion. The remaining 80 to 90% lies in other abilities beyond or dominate of expertise, which includes your interactions with people, handling various situations, and leveraging this skill to determine your own positioning. This broader set of skills is often referred to as interpersonal skills, while professional competence is relative less significant. It will still contribute to your value in conjunctions with many other factors. Imagine that you propose extensive knowledge and expertise, making you the chief experts in your company. However, if you get into conflict and dispute with all your colleagues, superior, and clients, and continuously draw complaints and grievances, your profound knowledge and expertise won't be enough to compensate you for issues. Even your professional skills can generate significant profits for the company. Your lack of interpersonal skill can bring disaster and obstacles, such as recurring customers' complaints resulting in finance losses. Ultimately, after carefully considerations, the company may decide to replace you with an employee who possesses decent professional knowledge and superior interpersonal skill. Competitions among individuals isn't solely based on their levels of expertise. The way they interact with others play a significant role. So when you reflect on your daily life, consider your interactions with your parents, teachers, classmates, and even strangers. These interactions are the opportunities for you to develop, shape, and fine-tune your capability for better success in future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sue and Adeline. Wow, so chapter 11, it says, right? Connect with what you need in life and apply what you learn to make a difference. So what do we need to connect with? We need to connect with the universe, right? Because we need to connect the universe so that we have a
greater source of energy. We need to connect with our energy. We need to connect with the right community. So see, connecting who you connect with and how you connect with is also a choice, right? And we need to apply what we learn to make a difference. So simple in this sentence, right? Whatever we learn in our cultivation journey, we need to apply. If we don't apply, we will not see any difference in ourselves. We will not see any difference in our relationship improvement. We will not see any improvement or any changes to our career and things like that. So as I always say, we do not want to dwell on the situation. We do not want to whine on why me. So like the song, right? Why, tell me why, last time there's this song, right? So instead of questioning why, these are all very negative terms that we will only keep attracting negativity. Okay, and in chapter 12, we say we want to improve social skills to manage the good and bad fortunes. Okay, so it mentioned here, right, in the 21st century is an era of rapid technological progression with information constantly changing. So this is really the century that we see a lot of things changing very, very fast. Before we know it, it already happened. Okay, and then again, especially right now, we're in this AI era. It's really about how we want to leverage on AI. So I was quite shocked 2 days ago. Nowadays, scammers are. I mean, we know scammers are, they have so many, I don't know where they get that information, right? Because we are not scammers. We don't know how they get that information. So 2 days ago, I first got a call. Nowadays, usually stranger call, I don't pick up. But because we are somehow, I'm in business development, maybe some client call me, I would know, maybe referrer. So sometimes we still have to pick up. So the first call, I pick up and he asked me, are you Lim Chong Kim? Then I was like, Lim Chong Kim? No, my husband is Lim Chong Ju. So then sometimes you start to think, hey, why has stranger call me? Because he's driving on the road, right? So then I tell him, no, cannot anyhow think. So I say, no, I got the wrong number. So we hang up. Less than half an hour later, another one called me. Are you Lim Tong Yun? And I was shocked because that's my daughter's name. My daughter's full name. So I asked the person, and it's a Chinese. So I asked the person, how do you spell the name? It's spelled correctly. And it tells me that, she has a M1 packages, blah, 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 blah. So I already know it's a scammer because she doesn't subscribe to M1. So I say, I think you've got the wrong number. He said, no, we have got record. I say, I think it's okay. I think you have got the wrong number. I'm busy right now, so I can't talk to you. So I hang up. Then immediately I record, Master told us in Gong Xiu Ke, he also always receive scam calls, right? Then straight away I texted in my family chat. I screenshot the two number. I say, be very careful if you receive this number. So at the moment I was telling myself that now the technology is so great that I really do not know how these people can have so many of our personal information that they can really spell your full name. Some of them can even say your IC number, right? So it's so scary. So can you imagine if we don't have wisdom? So you still hear a lot of aunties get conned, right? So my husband was telling me there's this story, this auntie go and learn singing in a singing school. Then they say, auntie, you all sing very well. We want to fund a competition. And this poor auntie got cheated. I think he was telling me, don't know, $70,000 or $80,000. Because every time just give. And then now the people obviously go away. So I was telling my husband, 哎呦，这些 auntie 来我们课室唱歌就好，不用还钱，还可以提升能量。So yeah, 黄金对呀。So you see, imagine why people in this world, technology is there to help us to be more efficient, to do things better. But very sadly, there are a lot of people abusing, you see. So we really need to improve ourselves so that we can get connected, but then we don't end up resorted to any bad fortune. So this is so important. And chapter 13, it says, the importance of interpersonal skills outweighs professional expertise. This is really, really true. Sometimes I go to some meetings with some consultant. Actually, I also don't know the facts one, but because I carry myself with confidence, right? I know how to, put it in a very nice way across that they think that I'm so knowledgeable. But after that, I tell my boss, actually, I don't know what they're talking about. They say, but you managed to go it through. I say, yeah. I say, I think because we speak with confidence,
right? So we don't want to doubt people, we don't want to challenge people when we don't have the fact, but because of our interpersonal skill, end of the day, it become a win-win situation. They get what they want to be delivered. I get what I need and to get information from them. So it's really, so when you have this interpersonal skill, you really can outweigh a lot of your professional expertise. Ellen, you got something to share, right? I see you holding the mic. Yeah.
Another
share.
way is to smile when you go for a meeting.
Yes. That's a very good tips. I always smile at
Once you smile,
difficult
you will
meeting.
calm down, then you will able to think properly and then put across it in a very nice manner.
Exactly.
Yeah, you all heard of ChatGPT, right?
Mm,
You heard of China come out with Deep Seek, right?
yes.
There's another AI called Deep Search.
Deep search.
You have
Yes.
to pay for it.
Mm,
You give you a complete background check on one person's name. So
wow.
all your phone number, bank account, everything will come out. It's called Deep Search.
Deep search.
Yeah, there's a lot of AI now.
Yeah, there's a lot. ChatGPT is like, wow, 现在是最底层的了, right? Because that's the first thing that came out. But after that, there's so many, right? So for those Singaporeans, we are so blessed, we have Skill Future Fund, right? Leverage, learn AI so that at least we are more connected with the real society right now and use AI to sometimes help you, right? Sometimes you say, I don't know how to, I don't know how to compose a message. I don't know how to write a letter to apply for appeal to certain thing. Then we can always use AI to help us. So we must always leverage on the technology to do right thing so that we don't get into bad fortune. Yeah, Mr. Siu always use AI? Oh, he cannot join the AI. Oh, never mind, then we teach him. Okay. Really, so sad. Oh, isn't that a bit discriminating? Mm. Okay. Oh, yeah, correct. Ask them to teach you. Yes. Yeah. I can do simple tutorial for you because I've attended the class as well. So maybe one day let's do over coffee, we can do one session. Yeah, because I think that is helpful, especially nowadays. Okay, I'll put that into my agenda. Let's find one of the day.
Whoever attend must come to class.
Of course. Alan 讲出我的心声 no lah, just joking. Okay, all right. So at this point of time, we're going to invite Amanda. Amanda is going to do a bit of sharing with us. Let's welcome Amanda.
Good evening, everyone. 感恩太阳升的导师. Yeah, gratitude to Master Sun, to the 太阳公公 and everyone here in class today. Thank you, Eileen, for inviting me to share today. Yeah, so I guess most of you know me. I'm Amanda. I came into Super Life Secret Codes 2 years ago in about March, April 2024. And do I need to give my background or should I just jump straight into the sharing? Okay, yeah. So today Eileen invited me to share about my Cinta from the recent March event. Yeah, so I'll start off by talking about my experience at the event. I really enjoyed the music concert this time. It was, I think, my favorite one yet of all the maybe 6, 7 concerts I've attended. And on the 315, the workshop day, as you all know, this time the theme was 信任爱. So, and Master talked about like love, and I found that quite inspiring and a timely reminder for me. Yeah. So in the morning session, I think the part that struck me was, that resonated with me was, he said like the benchmark or the standard for ourselves is to be embodying 100% love. And if we, for any reason, observe that we are not at 100% love, then we need to reflect on ourselves and, on why we are leaking and how to adjust ourselves accordingly. So I found that to be an inspiring sort of goal for myself lah. Yeah, oops, sorry. Yeah. And so that was the morning. Then in the afternoon during the Xin Fa, I think the space allowed me to connect more with my like deeper internal self. Particularly what came up for me was I felt like the gap or I connected with what was missing in my life. Yeah, which was I think this year in 2026 year, I've been feeling the fire horse energy. So I feel a lot of action energy and I'm always like working all the time to try to, fix things, improve things, progress and be productive. But in my pursuit of that, I actually neglected some things that were important to me, like participated less in like community events or like doing my meditation, connecting to my social or spiritual aspects of my life. And during the Sinfa, I felt like something was missing in my life, something important was missing because I had, neglected all these things in the last few months in the pursuit of being productive, completing my various projects and work and learning, that kind of thing. Yeah, so that was maybe my biggest takeaway in terms of my conscious awareness that arose in the afternoon. Yeah. Yeah, then so that was it. Nothing very dramatic on the day itself, but the next few days I did feel like a lot lighter in my energy field. Yeah, just very light and peaceful and an energy of love. Yeah. So that was immediately a few days after from the event. Yeah, then because it was in March, so I'll share a bit about like my general life experience in the past month. Yeah, actually March was a very unusually dramatic month for me. There were a lot of emotional roller coasters for me. So there were a lot of dramatic downs, more so than my like usual life is like not so, it's more stable. But in March, suddenly there were a lot of very confronting emotional roller coasters. But there were also a lot of ups, very high highs after the very low lows. Yeah. And it was also through these tough times and overcoming my internal challenges that I got to actually experience my own light. That's why the high highs. Yeah. Yeah. So I met with several disappointments. But then after like letting myself feel through the emotions, think through and reflect, I would always end up choosing to show up with love again. And getting to know myself in this way has been very meaningful for me because I see that I have a choice. I made a choice to, choose love instead of to dwell in my negative emotions. Yeah. In particular, there was a relationship that was very challenging for me this month. Yeah, because I had wanted the person to interact with me in a certain way. Yeah, but then the person did not. So I was, I think, hurt and disappointed as a default. Yeah. Um, and I was, emotionally affected by it. And then because I mean, when I'm emotionally affected, I usually do a lot of reflecting. So I did reflect on it. And I also did pray to Tao Shi to give me guidance, which I did receive the guidance after praying. And it was along the lines of you can only like focus on yourself or like basically you can only control yourself and what you choose. You can't control the other person. So after that, upon hearing that, I realized that, hey, actually that's true. And I realized that like I wanted to choose the loving way. So after that, like I awoken and yeah, I chose repeatedly to be loved. And when I made this choice, I felt a newfound freedom because before that I was held hostage by you know, that person's behavior. That person is good to me, I happy. That person's not nice to me, then I like very, very like havoc, right? But then after I realized that, after I let go of that and just decided, okay, I'm going to choose to, you know, show up with love because that's the value that I want to embody and that's who I want to be. That's the experience that I want to have as a, you know, energetic way of being. Then I felt a newfound sense of freedom and power. Yeah, I felt my power come back to me rather than, you know, I'm just dragged along by how the person treats me. And yeah, and then, so at that point in time, I was no longer wanting that person to treat me in a certain way anymore. I just let go of that and decided, okay, I'm just going to be who I want to be and how I want to be. And then after that, right, the situation turned for the better. So like as it said, like 个境转了 and 它是不求自得的. So I didn't even want desire it anymore, but it just turned for the better. Yeah. So yeah, I would say that choosing to let go of my past hurt and to show up anew with heart again, it was kind of a risk because I also still have an ego. I still like, you know, when you're hurt before, you want to protect yourself and don't be hurt again. So sometimes you will like, you know, put a barrier around yourself. But by choosing not to do that, I was risking getting hurt again, but I chose to do it anyway. So I think this can be considered the 信任爱 along in line with that theme. And it proved to be trustworthy because the situation did turn out for the better. Yeah. I'm also very grateful for having Chalma as a, you know, a resource that I can turn to during the during my those few weeks of the challenges in March. I started to attend more regularly the weekly elite classes and the Gongxiu class on Sunday as well. And I think it helped to support me, like just have an energy boost and then like, you know, motivate me to just make the better choice again. Like instead of feeling sad and like giving up, I will like 再试一下, like, you know, just show up with, yeah, positive choices again. So I felt it really supported me during those times. Yeah. Yeah, and then 2 weeks ago, so that was the first round. And then 2 weeks ago, at the end of March, I actually had a meltdown. Yeah. Basically, I was working very hard, like for about 7 days a week for 6 weeks without even resting on the weekends. And then I was actually having a lot of fun being productive. You know, I was very enthusiastic about working. It's not like I was miserable or anything, but I think because I overdid it, by end of 6 weeks, I started to show symptoms of burnout. Yeah, like my emotions, my physical energy and everything just started to break down. Yeah. And then I had, then because there was too much pressure in my system, I had the meltdown. And during the episode, I saw that I hadn't been taking care of my own emotional and physical needs. Yeah. Again, I had been neglecting the things that make me human, like my own connection to spirituality and to other people and stuff like that. And pushing myself too hard, giving myself too much pressure. Yeah, no matter how much I achieved, it was not enough. So after seeing that gap in my in the midst of my tears, I kind of like awakened. Yeah, like, and then after that, just after seeing what was really wrong, right, I immediately changed my attitude and my approach towards myself, allowing myself to get more rest and balance, which I wasn't getting before that. Yeah. Also, there were some material related troubles that were plaguing me in the last few weeks also, like basically the whole of March. Yeah, in fact, like I actually had a uh, I I drove my car into a curb very badly. Half an hour before the 315 event at 9:30 a.m. And uh, yeah, it was damaged my car quite badly, and I and everywhere was telling me the parts were out of stock because my car's no longer in production. Yeah, so anyway, like it was quite inconvenient, and then I had a missing parcel as well, and like all these things, right? Which normally I my life is quite smooth. I don't have all these things, but this year got a lot of these things, and yeah, so I was quite troubled by it lah. And but then during the meltdown, I saw that actually it was hurting me a lot, like by being attached to these material troubles and everything, which I guess is quite a normal part of the human experience, but I saw it was draining, really draining so much of my energy. I decided to just let it go because I wanted to prioritize my well-being after I burnt out. Yeah. So even though it was not yet resolved, I just decided, okay, I'm going to like let go and not let it affect my well-being anymore. So I did. Yeah. And after that, I felt a lot of the energy of love come back into my life. I felt a lot lighter, a lot more balanced, and like just everything was felt a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, also through this experience, I felt that there was no point in having worldly achievements or being productive, so to speak, if there was no like I or love in my life. And that was when I realized it's actually so important because I was so desperate to like achieve things in my life, achieve progress in my life, that I abandoned that side of me, the more like emotional side of me. And then I started to feel like my life was so empty. Like even if I've achieved all these things, right, I was not happy. I was not as happy as I was during some other periods in my life. So that was when I realized that like that's actually a very important aspect of life that I do need to attend to lah. So yeah, and another gift to myself was doing the step one, the 忏悔发愿心法. So I actually, in my busyness and stuff, I actually resisted doing it for a long time. Yeah, but then because I felt like there was, even after the 315 event, I felt like, oh, I was quite clear and then good for like maybe the 1 week, right? After that, I still had a lot of attachments and troubles that were bogging me down in life energetically. So I realized like, okay, that there's some energy blockage here. So I finally chose to do it, repented for my mistakes, ran through like how I'm going to prevent it from happening again, and like yeah, and then after that I was very very grateful because I feel just doing one session of that, right, the negative energy released me and I felt like a new person after that, and like everything was a lot smoother. So I was like, yeah, really very great. Like I kept giving gratitude to the negative energy for giving me a new a chance and a new lease of life. Yeah. So that was also a gift or an expression of love to myself. Yeah. Then some other ways that I have chosen and experienced love in my life in the last few weeks. One example is like at work, I chose to make the effort to bring like out my homemade, some homemade food to work to share with my boss and colleagues, and seeing that and they all really enjoy. At first, I was a bit
skeptical.
I was a bit like not sure whether they will like it or not. So like even though I had the enthusiasm to want to do it, I was a bit scared they might not receive it well. So I was like, maybe I don't bother lah. What if they don't like it? But I still wanted to share lah. So then I chose to do it. And then they all really enjoyed the food. So yeah, and just hearing that they enjoyed it made me very happy. Yeah. I felt more love in that way. Another way is putting my heart into my work. Yeah. So I think over the years, Dao Shi has given a lot of advice to us in through Gongxiu, like the Duobiao series, how to do well in your work and stuff. Yeah, so I followed the advice, and put in my full attention and care into my work. And by doing this, it helped me to gain trust and respect and recognition in my work. Yeah. So my commitment to consistent excellence through deploying my own consciousness at every moment that I'm aware, instead of letting myself choose the lazy path out and slide, to me it's also a form of love and it's my spiritual cultivation. Yeah, and so far feels good when I consciously choose to embody love.
Yes.
And I do want to continue to do so and experience more in my life. And then one final sharing of one li'u that I got, which I haven't shared in any
In the session. yeah?
SLSC context before. Actually, it happened last year.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think growing up my life, I didn't really have many like health challenges, yeah, in general. But then last year in 2025, I was experiencing two minor physical issues, which was one is my foot got sort of injured from wearing a poorly designed shoe that I bought. Yeah, I think I shared
Yeah, you
this
shared
foot
that,
one
yes.
before in this class last year. So back then it was not resolved.
Mm.
And then the second one was I have this like eczema patch at the back of I used to have this eczema patch at the back of my neck. That one actually was for the last 7 years. Yeah. But last year the condition got more
Worse.
aggravated. Yeah, and it was getting quite of a hindrance lah. So I was quite concerned because it was getting worse and worse. Yeah. So I actually like asked for these two physical issues to be resolved during the KL event last year in June, I think. Yeah. And then I did the repentance and pledge making. Yeah. I didn't see immediate results. Like in the next few months after that, it's still about the same. So I was like, maybe it's not happening. But in November last year, I actually had this opportunity that I managed to heal the eczema patch that was persistent and never went away for the last 7 years. So for 7 years, like all I could do was to get some like antibiotic cream from the GP and apply it, which would temporarily like alleviate the symptoms, but it won't go away. And then once I start applying the cream, everything would come back. So it wasn't like
A permanent solution.
yes, it didn't treat it at the root. Yeah, and the Western GP told me that this condition, it can only be the symptoms can only be managed, but it cannot be cured. There's no cure for it. Yeah, so that was what the Western doctor told me. And yeah, but then in November last year, my mom's ex-colleague actually recommended this TCM doctor who specializes in eczema, and there were a lot of reviews that said, like from other people, said managed to cure the eczema. So my mom was like, "Oh, do you want to give it a try?" So okay, give it a try. So I went there, and in just a few sessions, like maybe 2 weeks or something, I did the different forms of TCM medication, and it actually finally got rid of it after 7 years. Yeah.
That's good.
And my foot, I didn't really notice lah, but suddenly it was okay also. and also interesting because because this happened in November, the eczema one happened in November, so it's like a few months ago. And then I was curious, actually I made the pledge, huh? So I have this like Google sheet that I track all my pledges and repentance and whether I actually did the action, so I can be accountable. So I went to look that up like, a few days ago, and I saw that the the action that I pledged to do to repent for this thing, right? I completed it in November last year. Yeah. So it happened, like, I don't know if it's a coincidence or so what, but yeah. And another like quite interesting coincidence was that this TCM place, right? It is at the HDB block where I did a book distribution before. Yeah. So it was quite interesting because I actually went there to do a book distribution. institution. Like it was the first time ever visiting. 2 or 3 weeks later, then I went to
The TCM.
the
right?
TCM, and then I didn't know it was at the same place. But after reaching there, right, I said, "Oh, it's this place where I distributed the books like just 2 weeks ago or something." And yeah, and I think one of the mother of the TCM physician is also a trauma member. I don't know who she is, but I saw like the books and the posters at the clinic. Yeah, so that's just a little like thing to note lah. But
Great.
so that's my sharing for today.
Thank you, Amanda. Wow. Thank you. Right. Thank you, Amanda. I can feel she's so joyful sharing with us, right? I think from her sharing, one key things we need to learn is what we need to stay consistent. We need to really stay consistent in our cultivation journey. All right. Sometimes because Chalma is so simple. You do, you will see result. You don't do, no result. So sometimes the reverse effect is that we thought this is a quick fix. Got problem, better use Chalma method. We're very smooth at time, we start to stray. So that's why we need to really stay on track. Consistency is the key, right? Can you imagine if she's not being awakened, right? So there are situations like this before you go to a big event, you have some incidents. This is all 进考, okay? And after the event, it may be smooth, or it may not be smooth for you. Then you will say, hey, people tell me attend master event, everything very smooth. Actually, that's not true, right? Because it depends on your own level of cultivation. It depends on how much you have resonated with master. Okay, so just one correction of probably the words that Amanda used. I think she meant she resonated with master instead of she prayed to master, because we do not pray to master, we do not pray to the sun, but she resonated with master, probably in the 道师相应法. Okay, and it's very good that you need to keep reminding yourself. Okay, just imagine if you have a chance to be reminded, one more try is good. Imagine there's no chance tomorrow, right? So the key is we need to stay very, very consistent in our everyday practice. And as what Master said in last week, Gong Xiu Ke, right? We need to audit our every single step, okay? To see whether we have maintained our level of virtues. 是不是凡事都有的? And he told us that we need to stay on track in this cultivation journey until we don't see a single leak in our life. This is a very, very big task. Yeah, okay, but we don't want to tell ourselves it's very difficult, but we want to tell ourselves that if we keep staying on track, we are able to do it. So that's the reason why every 3 to 5 months time interval, Master has a workshop for us. So upcoming in July, okay, 信任爱编程人生光耀星辰. Okay, is believe in love, reprogram your life, step into a radiant new journey. So exactly, Master know everybody so well. He know we get distracted. He know we are forgetful. So that's why he have at least 3 times a year to have this workshop and concert, because we being human, we need to be constantly reminded. Okay, but we don't want to be only at the big event, then we are constantly reminded. So we want to be constantly reminded every day. So let's stay connected with Master's high energy songs or the YouTube. There's so many YouTubes now 4,000 over already. Okay, so that's where we do our own self-learning. All right, so actually I want to share some videos, but due to time, I will push the video to next week. Next week, I will share with you about the cosmic eye that I talk about. So let's do a revision of that video so that we can do a reflection together. And of course, very importantly, we want to mark down your calendar. If you can, join us all the way to Penang. Because if you can't join us to Penang, then you can't attend the course this time, because Master is coming to Malaysia. Malaysia being just our neighbor, that's why there will be no online screening for us in Singapore. Okay, only people in Taiwan and US and other countries, they are able to join us on online screening. Okay, all right, great sharing from Chia Ling and Amanda tonight. So very good sharing, and of course a very good reminder to all of us. So most importantly, okay, never underestimate ourselves. Okay, like what Amanda said, you want to bring good food, don't know whether they like or not. We need to step out of that. So that's what we call, we need to step out of our comfort zone. Okay, so everything is possible. Let's stay on track. Okay, thank you everybody for coming on every Thursday. Grateful to our Master, grateful to the universe, and grateful to the Almighty Sun. And we'll wrap up our session for today and let's take a group photo. Thank you. Thank you, Jia Ling.